Yo. Hey, first things first, let me tell y'all something. I have no ties to these guys. Neither are my favorite artists. I was big on Good Kid, Mad City. I listened to it every day. I thought Damn was a classic as well. The rest of them, they were cool. I like Kendrick Lamar more than I like Drake. Just factual. I like Kendrick more than I like Drake. But I can tolerate Drake's fans more than I can tolerate Kendrick Lamar's fans. It's like what Ryan Davis said. Kendrick fans just think they smarter than everybody. Yeah, but you gotta. No, we understand. We're breaking down the lyrics. Trust me, we get it. He's a very creative dude. It has about 4 or 5 different meanings. He's a true hip hop head. He's probably in the wrong era. But I say that to say I have no ties to these dudes or nobody else. I might like some, favorite more. My favorite artists are actually Big Sean and J. Cole. I like the T Grizzlies. Lil Durk, obviously I'm from Chicago. But Juice WRLD was a favorite of mine. But I have no ties to these dudes. So I see a lot of dudes super biased. They ready to go. They ready to do that to you about them. But let's moving on. Me and my homeboy had a discussion and we really asked, how could you really judge this? Like, because I feel Kendrick up based on his recent moves. I feel like Kendrick is up. But how can you really judge it? Kendrick has 3. Drake has 2. But does Kendrick really have 3? Because no matter what, I feel like you have a valid excuse. Do you have to? So I came with a solution I'm going to tell y'all later. Which y'all tell me what y'all think. I look at it like this. I feel like in his last track, Euphoria, or whatever it's called, the bars was heavy, but I feel like it was basically, like I said, it was basically I'm roasting a dude. I'm hitting him with jokes about his dirty sneakers. There's somebody else come along, and it's funny. Somebody else coming along saying it. There's somebody else coming along saying it. Then it don't become as funny. That's how I felt about that one. So to me, I still had Drake in the edge because he didn't say too much in his tracks because they both baiting. But I feel like he said just enough to get the edge. Now with this one, Kendrick is starting to heat up a little bit. He's starting to get to that point to let him know, like, hey, look, I will do this to you. What's up? You want me to drop this bombshell? So he's starting to say a little bit more. So I said, okay, putting Kendrick up there. I'm not one of those who, no matter what the other person say, I'm going to keep one in front. Neither one of these guys is my top artist, and then even so, I'm not getting paid by none of these artists. I'm going to state my honest opinion. If people don't like it, that's on them. But, yeah, how could you really judge it? Because if you look at like that was a verse. I don't look at it as a diss track. Yeah, he said what he said. Yeah, but if you're going from like that as far as a diss to push-ups and the other ones, even though he didn't address him much on push-ups because he had 20 other people, then that would give Drake the edge. But then I feel like that's an excuse that we can use for Kendrick, a valid excuse. It was just a verse. It wasn't a song. You can't compare that. But then with Drake's, well, he was going at 10 different people or whatever, so you can't compare that to Kendrick's other stuff where he was just going at him. Taylor Made, yeah, he went at him. That was another bait, but a lot of people don't consider Taylor Made as that because he had the AI. You know, he was doing some funny stuff, basically, you know, trying to speed up the process. So how could you really compare? Do you have to take Kendrick's 2 tracks right now and wait for Drake to drop 2? That's pretty much what I came to. If you go that route, then I look at it as the NBA. We just had 2 games in LA. It's the Lakers versus the Raptors in the finals. Or the Clippers, whatever y'all want to say. I'm going Lakers. And Kendrick just defended home court with them 2. He did just enough to go up. You know what I'm saying? The first one wasn't a convincing win, which was a beatable game for Drake. But then the second one, he played a little harder. So you could say 2-0 Kendrick Lamar and see what Drake do in these 2. I feel like that's a way you could look at it as a 7-game series format. I think that's pretty fair. But how do y'all judge it? How do y'all do it? How do y'all say? I know some of y'all got y'all minds made up no matter what. And I guess that's cool as well. But for the unbiased ones, how are y'all judging it? Are y'all waiting on Drake, or do y'all just feel like Drake has no chance to respond? Do y'all feel like Drake is still in the lead? How y'all look at it? I think after talking with my boy, that's pretty much the route I can go. A 7-game series. I can say Kendrick's up 2-0 right now. He played the first 2 games at home. Now we're going to Drake's home court to, see how he can defend home court. You know what I'm saying? So, because now he's got the desperation. Now he has to respond. Now he's desperate. So, but let me know how y'all look at it. That's just, honestly, tell me something.